Hi, I'm Mira Riceberg. Welcome to my world. The dolphins are from my childhood in Australia, where they saved children from shark attacks. These fun-loving dolphins are chasing after a juicy tuna lunch. My paintings have beauty and magic for me. The desert blooms with barely any water. The cacti have prickles to protect themselves. My Jewish face has laughter and sadness. Guido and Possum, my funny, mischievous cats, love sneaking into my paintings. My boyfriend Guy and I are laughing from a flying heart floating across a fake leopard print shirt. There's a family portrait on the table. My mother and father were Holocaust survivors who came to Australia after the war. When my mom gave me my first art supplies, she said, "I can't give you a beautiful world, but you can make one for yourself." Being an artist has brought me much happiness, which I try to share. I can't imagine anything more wonderful other than maybe being a dolphin. Mira Riceberg is an artist, designer, and art teacher who loves to create art projects with children. She was born in Melbourne, Australia in 1955, and now she lives in San Francisco, California. Hi, I'm George Littlechild. When I was a boy, people knew I was Indian, or First Nations as we say in Canada, because I had the features of my Indian mother. As I got older, people weren't sure anymore. "You sure are exotic looking," they told me. "Are you Spanish? Italian? Portuguese?" I was looking more like my white father. But since both my parents were dead and I was living with my Dutch foster family, I was very confused about who I was. No one ever told me that I was mixed blood. Sometimes I look Indian now, but sometimes I don't. My looks change according to my mood. That's why I've made these 4 different self-portraits. It took me many years to accept my features. Then, one day, I decided that I had to love myself just the way I am. I'm a rainbow man with a half of this and a quarter of that and a dash of a mixture of everything. George Littlechild is a painter, printmaker, and mixed media artist whose works are exhibited in galleries and museums throughout the world. A member of the Plains Cree Nation of Canada, he was born in Edmonton, Alberta in 1958 and now lives in Vancouver, British Columbia. Hi, I'm Nancy Hum. I was born in a poor village in China where everyone worked hard in the fields. I came to America at the age of 5. My brothers and I did not have many toys, and our parents were too busy to pay much attention to us. I had to invent a world of my own through pictures. I used the brightest crayons I could find to create scenes from my imagination. I like to draw flat shapes that fit together like jigsaw puzzles. My artwork is very simple and graceful, with curves like the edges of clouds. I am like that, soft, gentle, quiet, but strong at the same time. I express my strength through bold colors and patterns that jump out and grab your attention. This portrait has leaves of bamboo in it because bamboo also comes from China. It is strong, but it can bend when it needs to, just like me. Nancy Hum is an artist, mother, designer, and the executive director of Kearney Street Workshop, an Asian American arts organization. She was born in Toisun, China in 1949, grew up in New York City, and now lives in San Francisco, California. Hi, I'm Rodolfo Morales. All my life, I have painted scenes from my little Mexican town of Octolon. When I was a boy, Octolon was still feeling the effects of the Mexican Revolution. We were very isolated. The train that stopped in our town twice each day was our only connection with modern life. I remember that once an airplane passed overhead, surprising the entire town. It was an American who had flown off course and made a forced landing behind the graveyard. He didn't speak Spanish, and only one person spoke English. He caused such a commotion that when he tried to take off, someone threw himself on the plane, not wanting it to leave, and there was almost a huge accident. You see, there weren't any movies, we didn't get any newspapers, and very few people knew that airplanes existed. That's me on the left, looking up at the pilot. Rodolfo Morales is one of the most important artists in modern Mexico. His paintings and collages are shown internationally. He was born in Oakland, Mexico in 1925, lived in Mexico City for many years, and now lives in Oakland. He never had his picture taken as a child. His first photo shown here was taken when he was 18. Hi, I'm Daryl Wells. When I was growing up, I didn't understand why the crayon labeled flesh in my crayon box wasn't the color of my skin. As a way of proving that my color was also beautiful and real, I went through all my favorite storybooks and colored in the characters with the brown crayon. In this way, I was able to relate to them as if they really were part of my world. As I got older and became more interested in painting, I realized that there is no such thing as a single flesh color. Everybody's skin has many colors in it, and the way people look has a lot to do with how they're feeling at the time. I still love painting people, and I guess I'm still coloring them in. My self-portrait is 4 different pictures of myself. I look different each time because I worked with 4 different kinds of artist colors: oil paints, watercolors, colored pencils, and colored inks with oil pastels. Daryl Wells was born in Los Angeles, California in 1969, where she later worked with children creating outdoor murals. She has studied art in Rhode Island and London, England, and has taught art to children and adults of all ages.